Yes, we are now starting to know that the rumors which were out that the chairman of the UDA, CECILY MBARIRE, was among the people behind Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment. One of the people who were on the forefront to impeach Gachagua was the majority leader, Kimani Ichung'wah. But he worked closely with CECILY MBARIRE, the chairman of the UDA, which means in parliament, Kimani Ichung'wah was running the show, and the party CECILY MBARIRE was running the show. Because to uproot Gachagua, you needed forces in the parliament, and you also needed forces within the party. And today, during Rigathi Gachagua's swearing-in ceremony, CECILY MBARIRE showed how happy she is that right now Kithure Kindiki is being sworn in. And she also went on to say that they are happy that the Mount Kenya East is finally getting one of the second biggest position. Truth is, in history, the Mount Kenya East has always been getting the third position. When I talk about the third, and that is the speakership, because after the presidency, it is the president and the speaker. But the division of the mountain is not good for Mountain Kenya East, because what Mount Kenya East has been getting is because of the vote basket of the Mount Kenya West, and that is the Kikuyus. And I'm going to explain this in this video. The reason I'm saying that is the Mount Kenya is made of Kikuyus, Embu, Meru, and Tharaka Nithi. But the Kikuyus make up almost 70%. It means that even the things the Mount Kenya East gets is because of the big vote basket of the Kikuyus. So if CECILY MBARIRE comes out to be happy that Kithure Kindiki is getting this position, okay, it shows that he has been in the back scheming for the impeachment of Gachagua, but in the future it will be more wrong. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the comments which were made by CECILY MBARIRE, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to.
While at this, I wish to offer my voluntary advice to my good friend, the truthful man, the deputy president and the deputy party leader of UDA, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, that he should not be deceived into letting down his guard regarding the issue of his impeachment. I am putting it to him that the coup plotters are not yet done. Free advice. If he wants to go and sleep, let him go and sleep. But the coup plotters are just on sleep mode. They are yet to be activated. As I conclude, may I state that my interest in all this is purely the pursuit of justice.
So during the swearing-in ceremony of Kithure Kindiki as a deputy president, among the people who came out to put our comment is CECILY MBARIRE. CECILY MBARIRE is a governor of Embu, located in Mount Kenya East. He came out to say that they are very happy that their son is getting to the second most highest position, and that is true. And this politics is in Kenya is based on tribe. They are entitled to be happy, but in the long time, this is going to affect them. Here is the reason. The Mount Kenya has 4 tribes: Kikuyu, Embu, Meru, Tharaka Nithi. The position which are normally gotten by the Embu, Meru, and Tharaka Nithi is because it's not because of the votes they give. Because if you count Tharaka Nithi, Meru, and Embu cannot amount to get 2 million votes. They can't. Yet the Kikuyus alone can marshal up to 4 million votes in an election. It means that even the small things the Meru gets courtesy of the Kikuyu vote. For example, the deputy speaker of parliament is from Meru. But Meru, how many votes did Meru bring? A county like Kiambu almost brought 1 million votes to RUTO. So the big positions they get is courtesy of the Kikuyu. Before I proceed more, I want to first play with the tape as CECILY MBARIRE was speaking on this. I want you to pay more attention because it's going to form a basis of this video. Here is the tape.
Well, what has happened there was so totally unexpected for sure. because we never saw this coming. But here we are. We now are about to swear in the next and the new Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, who is Professor Kithure Kindiki. It's obvious a great joy for me coming from Embu County and coming from Mount Kenya East, because this is the first time a top leadership, second in command, has come to that part of the world. But we also know that he's not just the deputy for Mount Kenya East, or Mount Kenya for that matter. He's going to be a deputy president for the Republic of Kenya. What we want is unity in this country. And I have no doubt in my mind that Professor Kithure Kindiki has what it takes to support and assist the president in achieving the better agenda.
Is this a game changer for Mount Kenya East as far as power ascending all the way to that particular region is concerned?
It's a game changer. For the longest, we've always been part of Mount Kenya region, but never have we had the seat, whether it's presidency or deputy presidency, coming to our end. It's the first time it's really coming to us, and we thank God it is here. And we are happy that we can finally say that surely Mount Kenya East has what it takes to produce a national leader. So it is from Mount Kenya East to Kenya and to the world.
And we also saw a comment by the Secretary General, that is Hassan Omar of the UDA party, saying that they are also preparing as a party, UDA, to install Kithure Kindiki as the deputy party leader as well.
Yes, that is true. The UDA constitution states that the party leader, the president will be the party leader, the deputy president will be the deputy party leader. So we will be holding a national executive committee meeting, probably as early as Monday, to bring him in as the new deputy party leader of the UDA party. Yes.
That is CECILY MBARIRE. He's saying he's very happy that the Mount Kenya East is getting this, but in the long run it's going to affect them. I'm going to give you an example. The Mount Kenya East, Embu, Meru, Tharaka Nithi, has less votes than Ukambani, has less votes than Kisii, has less votes than very many other communities. Do you know the reason as to why the Ukambani has taken long without getting the vice president's position? Even when Kalonzo Musyoka got it, it was because of turmoil. Kibaki pushed Kalonzo because he wanted to cut off power from Raila Amolo Odinga. It's not because it was convenient. So if Ruto successfully breaks down the mountain in Kenya, it means that in 2027, he may not pick Kindiki as a deputy because he may want to pick a person who will bring the votes on the table. Because the Mount Kenya East, if you are picking a deputy, you cannot pick a person from Mount Kenya East if you are going in an election. It's the reason as to why even the leader for 2022 generation, despite Kindiki having a lot of experience as a speaker, a friend to Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta, he was a lawyer in ICC, was never picked because at that time votes were needed, and the Mount Kenya 70% of the votes are brought by the Kikuyus. So CECILY MBARIRE can be happy. And if Ruto is successful to break down the mountain, like the way the Ukambani was broken away from the mountain, it's very hard for a person from Ukambani to become deputy president, not because they are not capable, but because of the votes they hold. If Mountain Kenya East goes it alone, it will lose value. Yet the Kikuyus can still go it alone and get into power. A clear example to show you this, that in 2022, all presidential candidates picked Kikuyus. They never picked a deputy president from Mount Kenya East. Raila Amolo Odinga picked Martha Karua from Kirinyaga, Mount Kenya West. Uhuru picked Gachagua, Nyeri, Mount Kenya West. Wajakoya and others. Okay? Because if you want the votes in mountain, you pick from a Kikuyu. So Governor CECILY MBARIRE is right to be happy, but in the long run, it is going to affect Mount Kenya East if they want to go it alone. Because by the look of things, the Kikuyus are not happy. And they make the majority of the voting basket in the mountain. They would want to front a presidential candidate or a deputy presidential candidate. And trust me, Gachagua if he stands, he will take away majority of the votes in Mount Kenya at 70%. Kithure Kindiki has a big mountain to climb to unite the Mount Kenya because he comes from the minority. To explain this more, in Nyanza has sub-communities like the Wanga, like the Suba. It is very hard for a Wanga and a Suba to become the kingpin of the Nyanza region. It will be always the Luos. Trust me, and that is the fact. The reason as to why Mudavadi is facing a lot of problems despite the money and the experience, because he comes from the Maragoris and Western is dominantly Bokusu. So, William Ruto is dividing the mountain, but in the long run, the people who will suffer the most are people from the Mount Kenya East because they don't have the numbers. In fact, if you put a Kisii on the table as a deputy or a Kamba as a deputy, you rather pick a Kisii or a Kamba because you have a block vote which you can get from Mount Kenya East. Okay? So as Kindiki, by the Kindiki deserved this position because he was a friend to Ruto, he was in ICCs, he was a speaker, he has a lot of experience. But for politics in the future, in 2027, 2032, the Mount Kenya East cannot go it alone. Yet, the Kukuyus can go it alone. Of course, that's my opinion. Do me a comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, employee would subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.